Hey, what up, everyone? It's your boy, I Sleep Too Late, and today we are playing some more MTGO Vintage, and we are in a league. I don't like this hand at all. We have a Chancellor. You know what? I'm in a good mood right now, so we're just gonna keep this and see what happens. We do have like 2 mana on turn 1, but nothing to do with it. Hopefully, we can get like a third mana. Maybe we top deck an Ancient Tomb or something. But I do like having Chancellor on turn 1. Being able to just stop my opponent from doing things is always good. Plus, we can go Chrome Mox, Plains, we can speed up the process here. Now, the Workshop is good because whatever they cast is going to get countered. Yep, and then they can't pay for it, so that's always a good thing. So they get a top countered. The Mox Pearl is scary. Oh, Time Vault. Oof, that's even more scary. Oh, so they just have it. Well, let's see if we can get rid of... I guess we get rid of the Time Vault, right? Let's go Chromox and exile Chancellor. We'll go Plains. And we have the option to exile the Manifold Key, which honestly might be better than exiling the Time Vault. However, the Time Vault is a Time Vault, so I think we're just going to have to get rid of that. So, oh, we have to exile the Chancellor, and we're just going to pay 1 here. Say done. Alright, so we get rid of the Time Vault, but we still need to deal with the Manifold Key. Assuming they draw like a Mana Vault or something like that, then it's going to be even more scary. Manifold Key can be like better than a Soul Ring in that situation. Or probably, I want to say like equivalent almost. Because you pay 1, you get a second, you pay 1, you net 2 mana. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna see what we can do here. Yeah, I mean, with Grim Monolith, it's even more scary, right? They get a 1 ring. Yeah, this is scary. If we can get a third mana, we can go Archon, and then we can kind of get the juices flowing. They got 0 cards in hand. They're about to get 1. They're going to get 2 next turn. But if we can draw a third mana source, like I said, then we can go Archon. Alright, well, hopefully we don't draw a Mox. Hopefully it's like a land. Because this is really bad. We get rid of 1 problem and then 2 show up. Yeah, I think the Archon has to be like... Or actually, no. Cleric, probably better, right? No, I still think it's Archon. But we can still name Cleric here because they don't have a counterspell. That way we get best of both worlds. Get the Archon on the field. They can't do anything. They can only cast like 1 spell a turn. Maybe follow that up with a Anointed Peacekeeper. They're not on Force of Will. They're just a regular Shop's Tinker. No, not Shop's Time Vault deck. Colorless, I would imagine. They're going to try to find an answer to the Archon. But I think we got a good thing going here. Alright, so they're going to untap the 1 ring. They're going to draw more cards. Like I said, I don't think there was... We could have stopped that from happening with the Anointed Peacekeeper, but it wouldn't really stop them because they would just be paying extra mana to do this. And like the Grim Monolith, like what are they gonna do? They can only do this once a turn. Like I think we're okay. I think we'll be fine. We'll name 1 ring with the Peacekeeper. That way, their thing will cost more mana. We can swing for 2 in the air, and then we can start doing stuff with the initiative. But I think we really need to get the 1 ring here first. Ooh, actually. Let me think about this. Because Tezzeret... Well, what's scarier, Tezzeret or Sensei's Top? Sensei's Top just wins them the game, right? But that they can still... Yeah, I want to say Sensei's Top. Naming Sensei's Top here means they don't just infinitely combo us. And we don't really care too much about the One Ring, so let's just do that, and then we'll attack. Because the thing is, like, if we name the One Ring, right, they still win with Sensei's Top. Because all they need to do is go, like, Tezzeret, find top, get another top, and then just win that way. So One Ring isn't really that important. If anything, it's making them lose life, which is good. But, yeah, I mean, I think that we're not looking too great here, since they have 10 cards in hand, and, I mean, we don't have much else. I just think that having a One Ring on the field is, like, always problematic, but I'm surprised they haven't recast the ring. Let me see what their revealed was again. So, we got Glaring Fleshraker, top. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't really do much about top, but... Like, the problem is, like, if they find a removal spell for Archon, then they just win, right? So the Archon is locking them down. Having 2 Glaring Fleshrakers could be a problem if they decide to do that. They're probably thinking about casting the Tezzeret, though. Let me see what Tezzeret does. Put it into your hand, okay. I thought I put it into the battlefield. I was going to say that would be busted. But yeah, let's try to get a White Plume on the battlefield, finally. Oh, they're going to draw a card here. That means they're not going to be able to... Oh, they can still cast the Tezzeret with the Scions, or the Spawns. Okay, Talon Gates is scary. That means they're going to go off here. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, was them having an answer to Archon. But I don't know if they're going to try to combo off this turn. They still need to deal with the Peacekeeper naming top, right? So, I still don't see a path to victory here. Okay, well, Mana of Crypt definitely helps. But, let's see. Yeah, because they pay 2. No, they have to pay 3, so it's not quite infinite just yet. They need like a 3rd Fleshraker if they want to go off here. Oh, there you go. That would do it, right? Because then they... Yeah, that would do it. Alright, I'm down to concede here. That's a shame. That was, I thought we played really well, but what can you do? Let's figure out what we're going to do for sideboards. I'm going to bring in Swords to Plowshares against the Fleshraker. And I'm going to bring in another Void Mirror. Null Rod is pretty good against them too. We're going to go first, so I'm going to keep the Chalice. March is still pretty good. We're going to cut, like... Honestly, I'm just thinking we cut like 2 Peacekeepers. Maybe even all Peacekeepers, because they didn't really do anything that game, right? They have all the mana in the world, and it didn't do anything. Yeah, let's just cut them. And let's go down to 1 Seasoned Dungeoneer. Those are like the first cards I like to cut. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you want more Seasoned Dungeoneers, but the Anointed Peacekeeper lost us. They didn't really lose us the game, it helped. But we have better answers than just having Peacekeeper. So I'm gonna keep this the way it is and see what happens. I don't think we are necessarily wrong here, but you could make the argument that Seasoned Dungeoneer is like really good. But I think the cards that we brought in are like a little bit better against our opponent here. Alright, so we're gonna go first. This is a keep. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. We have access to 3 mana, so we can go with Blight Plume, but I think we want to do Void Mirror first. And probably just, we'll go Chancellor here. Okay. And then we'll cast the Chrome Mox. And I don't really want to pay too... I really don't want to lose life here. So I kind of want to just go Chromox, exile Witch Enchanter, Void Mirror, play the Witch Enchanter, tapped, pass the turn. I think that was the right sequence of events. Because now we can go White Plume, play out planes, do stuff. Alright, so that gets countered regardless of what happens. They're gonna probably play a land here and play a 1-mana Soul Ring or something. Actually, Void Mirror kind of stops them, right? Can they do anything here? They need like a basic or some sort of colored mana source to deal with the Void Mirror. Void Mirror probably just shuts them down. As far as I'm aware, I don't think they play any colored mana. Okay, well, Saga does help. See if we can draw something here. No. Alright, well, we gotta deal with these tokens. But that Saga puts them right back into the game. Because now they can find like a Black Lotus or something. Yeah, it's not over till it's over. So they say. If we can find like a Wasteland or a Strip Mine, we've got like a 1 in 10 chance, almost, or a little less. 51 cards in deck. 1 in 10 chance to a little less than that to find an answer to Saga. Or actually, no, we have March of Otherworldly Light too, so we've got a little more than 1 out of 10 chance to find an answer. Madara doesn't do anything against White Plume. Wait. Oh, they didn't even phase out the White Plume. Alright, well, I guess that's fine. Oh, they're gonna Void Mirror here. Okay, sure. Alright, well, let's go Forge. Gonna try to bring down the beats. There's the Strip Mine. Okay, I'm down for this. Gonna get rid of the Saga, prevent them from doing stuff. We can actually cast the Mox Emerald now. We're gonna take advantage of that. And let's go ahead and attack. Bring them down to 15. Next turn they'll be at 5. Thanks to Trap. It's a real clock, I want to say. But they still have a lot of toys to play with 4 cards in the hand. A Mana Vault. Yeah, we're looking at a lot of stuff here. Also, Madara does get around the Void Mirror because they get to add colored mana. Just want to point that out. If you control 3 or more artifacts, so this is kind of like Metalcraft. They have 2 artifacts, they need a 3rd, and they'll gain life every turn. So they are going to gain life next turn. And I think that's the least of my worries, though. I think they're doing much more busted things. Like the One Ring. Yeah. Well, do we have to target a player? We're just going to Arena the White Plume because I don't see us doing anything else here. They have protection, so it is what it is. All right. We're just going to F6 here. I think we're going to lose here, right? Do we lose? Very high probability. We got Inventor's Fair, getting them a life. They're going to untap. Yeah, this is pretty good. That basically offsets the One Ring a little bit. Let me see here. We can still draw a card off of Archives, or we can go Catacombs. I'm not opposed to either one, but I think maybe drawing a card is a little better. I don't know. Maybe the 4-1 is good. Drawing a card means more hate pieces. Like we can have a higher chance of drawing like interaction. So maybe Archives is a little bit better than Catacombs. We'll see. But I'm not looking too good here. I'm just gonna say that right now. All right. Well, they get the Sensei's top. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then they get top, and then they don't just win right away, right? Unless they have 2 of these. Let's see if they have another copy. Okay, there's a Grim Monolith. I still don't see another top unless they are going to go Tezzeret, cast another Tezzeret. That could be a problem. Let's see what the last card in their hand is. If it's a Tezzeret, then they win. They can also just spin the top 2, which is also scary. So they have a lot of ways to win here. Oh, shoot. Sorry, let me turn off my alarm. All right. Sensei's top. Yeah, I don't see how they don't just win here. Kind of hoping they do find a win so that I can move on to the next round. But I do try my best when I play Vintage, and I think everyone who watches my videos knows that I don't just easily give up unless I know for a fact that they're gonna win. Like there's times where I know that they're not like guaranteed. Like it's not like what's the word? They haven't like shown a win, but sometimes it's very obvious that they will win. And so, like, for example, Underworld Breach is a good example of that. There's no reason to waste my time when I know that they're going to combo off and win. Let's go Archive so we can draw some more threats. Alright, well, this is pretty good. We can Archon them. And I think we just attack here. We could also... Yeah, let's actually attack the Tezzeret. That makes a lot more sense. They're definitely going to want to block here with a token. And then we'll just go... Archon. See if they have an answer to this. They probably don't. And... we'll play another Archon next turn. Unfortunately, with the way Archon is worded, you can't cast 2 Archons in the same turn. Which is not something people really think about, but it was relevant today, just now. So, we'll see. They do have a Manifold Key and a One Ring, so they're going to get to like 6 or 7 cards this turn. They draw a card. They draw 2 cards. Oh, is this a Dismember? Oh, they're going to Dismember me. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, well, they do win here because of the top. So we are going to concede. Well played by our opponent. Nothing we can do in this situation. They just played a better deck, I think. Our deck is good too, but I think they just had better hands, and they also were very skillful. So kudos to them. We ended up not doing that well in this league, but we still got way more Magic to go. Stick around as we play more Vintage on MTGO. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like more Vintage, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.